Can I have it like that?
Welcome back to Dr. Robotnik and the Dial of Destiny. We're gonna have a rematch with the guy from the last episode. This is gonna be some Jerry Springer level duking it out. Somebody's gonna get beat up on national television for an Applebee's gift card, and it ain't gonna be me. We've got a score to settle with this fictional robot in the video game. What do you think his voice sounded like in the show? Just going by appearances, I would imagine he was voiced by voice actor Bryce Canyon. Yeah, people are totally gonna know who that is. I don't know, he's just got that look about him. You know, he's a very Bryce Canyon-esque looking robot. There was a SNES version of this game, by the way. Those dirty, nasty sneaks at Compile took the game and repackaged it with Kirby characters instead of Sonic characters, and that was how Kirby's Avalanche got made. They made the same thing twice, just with very slight modifications. I guess that still happens fairly regularly in the modern day. I know pretty much any sports game does that. I think there was that particular Madden game where they forgot to change the splash screen from the previous year's game, so even though the game was Madden 2009, the splash screen still said Madden 2008. Whatever, you're gonna buy it anyway, fuck you! But yes, Kirby's Avalanche is another option out there if you like this game but you think that the characters are too interesting and the music's too good and the energy level of the game is perhaps a bit too high. Kirby's Avalanche will solve all of those problems. You can feel like you're playing an interactive sleeping pills commercial, and you can play against all those iconic characters from Kirby like the Easter Island Head, and the Broom, and the Squid Enemy. Loads of fun. Kirby used to be a pretty a pretty versatile character in the 16-bit age. They made a golf game, they made a breakout clone, they made Kirby Tilt and Tumble. You could stick that character in anything back then. You could stick him up your big white ass if you wanted to. He's only in platformers these days, though. You know, I recently learned that the rocks in this game aren't actually rocks. They're supposed to be clear blobs, but they just look like they're made out of rocks because there's a rocky background behind them, you see. I guess back in the days when game graphics weren't so good, people would just kind of assume that things were certain things because there wasn't a whole lot of detail. Like how people thought that guy in Pokemon Red had an afro because he was standing in front of the cave. That sort of thing. Just use your imagination. Okay, we're gonna win this time. I can feel it in my bones. We almost got him. Come on then. Come on then. Almost. There we are. You guys remember that from Family Guy? Once there was me and a buddy were setting up a badminton net. He was saying almost, and he asked me what's that from anyway? And my kid brother was standing right there, so I just told him, I'll tell you later. Okay. Item number 4. Enemy number 4. A monkey. God motherfucking damn. So by the way, have you noticed that each enemy has a unique playstyle? The purple guy liked to go really fast. And then the monkey here, he likes to have the 2 tall stacks on the side. And he's definitely gonna be one of the easier matchups for that reason. because he's just creating a big bowl where all the rocks are gonna go. And it's rather difficult to get out of that. Oh yeah, and how could I forget to mention, I once saw a YouTube video that was like a parody of this game. It was called The Fresh Prince of Stage 1-4, and they had like a 2-frame gif of Will Smith in that spot in the middle where the character's picture goes, and it played a remix of this song in the Fresh Prince theme song. I miss those days of the internet. Just funny gaming remixes in places you wouldn't expect. Who the hell would think to combine the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine? And then there's all the ones where they remix the Space Jam theme with various gaming soundtracks, and I saw one where I'm not going to give all of the details of this video because people are going to get mad at me, but Woody was laughing at Buzz, and they remixed his laughing to Airman's theme from Mega Man 2. He's like, Buzz, look, something, and ha 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 ha. Classic YouTube. Oh, then there was the one where it was the Inspector Gadget theme, but with the Scout from TF2 saying bonk, and they photoshopped the Scout into the box art for Bonk's Adventure for the TurboGrafx 16. The internet used to be funny. I miss when it was that and not just agree with me or else. You know, before all these damn normies got here and made everything political and created this hellish landscape where neighbor is turned against neighbor and everybody assumes the worst of everybody else every day. We used to live in a much simpler time. So have you guys been keeping up with the big Reddit protest that's still going on? I can understand why you might think that it ended, but in fact it's still going. The only thing that changed is that people really stopped caring. You know, if you ever need to get something done and it involves like big, massive public attention and action, it really seems like you've got a window of about 2 weeks to get done whatever you need to get done before people get bored and move on to something else. Like, let's say that Edward Snowden thing that happened in 2013. All the internet people were big on that, and we gotta do something about it. I'm gonna use the internet as my personal army to get something done. And for 2 weeks, people were all like, yeah, and then, you know, people get bored and suddenly, what? Paula Deen said the N-word? Well, that's the new thing that we care about now. Who cares about Edward Snowden? Who cares about the fact that the NSA is secretly listening to all of our phone calls? This other thing has our extremely short attention span now. So how about this new enemy, eh? In the opening dialogue, he said he's got more sizzle than a rasher of bacon. Fellas, if you're looking for a new pickup line, well, there you go. Hey, baby, I got more sizzle than a rasher of bacon. And only one thing can happen from there. She'll slowly look up at you, and then the radio or PA system at whatever public venue you're in will start playing that particular Rick Astley song that goes, together forever, making it right. And then from there, everything will just work out. Take it from me. Dating advice from a 28-year-old man who's never been on a date. I'd say the expression of that enemy on the screen probably matches the expression of you, the viewer, right now. Just eyes half open and just, yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah. What? Okay.